Hey guys, what's up? This is Random for Reaction Review UK, round 7 of Video Game Month. Before we get started, I want to just say to all the people that left me comments and requests and feedback and whatnot, I want to just say thank you very much. It really means a lot to me that you guys are enjoying this series. I also want to thank Emma for giving me the intro and bits and pieces to help me make this series. And even if you don't like the series so far, thank you. You know, it really means a lot to me that you guys are being entertained by this I guess a subsidiary people called it? Subsidiary?
Subsidiary, yeah.
Yeah. Subsidiary of Reaction Review. It really means a lot to me and I want to say thank you very much. And I also want to take the opportunity just to finally get something off my chest that people have been asking me about. If I've said something in the past, whether it be a review, an HDG, or an ERC that has offended you, I just want to say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you've been upset in the past, but one thing I will say in my defense, guys, of only being honest. That's all you can ever accuse me of just being honest. But like I said, I'm sorry. Now that we've said that, and thank you all for the feedback, let's get on with today's episode. Now, today's episode, I know Helsing's already covered this, but I wanted to give my own 2 cents in the whole matter. Our first and only entry from the land of Sega. Technically, this is not really a movie, but we'll get to that in a minute. Today's movie, quote-unquote, up for review, still botching, is Sonic the Hedgehog the Movie. Now, originally I was not going to cover this movie because I figured by now, one of the 2 Sonic fan movies would have been out by now. Fat chance. So, this has been lying around, so yeah, let's do this one. Now, I said technically this is not really a movie, so let me explain. When this originally aired in Japan, it was what is known as an OVA, which is a mini-series that doesn't really extend to like 16 episodes and whatnot.
It also stands for Original Video Animation.
Original Video Animation. MJ Knight, ladies and gentlemen, round of applause.
I am humbled by your praise.
But, like I said, this was originally a 2-episode OVA, but for whatever reason, rather than just release it as the OVA intended, ADV released it as the box says, a movie. Now, I will admit, going into this is a guilty pleasure for me, so is it still a guilty pleasure worth checking out? So, with that in mind, it's time to kick back, relax, do a spin dash, and special stage to Sonic the Movie. Many gamers have been saying that since the character was introduced. If you're wondering why they keep calling him Old Man, because I think in the Japanese version of this, they refer to him as Oji-san, which I think literally translates to Old Man, so cultural translation misfire.
You need to take this with you, Tails. It's a navigator. As long as you have that with you, it should take you to Robotropolis, using the shortest and fastest route.
However, you can't get iTunes or Facebook on it. Sorry, I wasn't that advanced in my supreme genius.
The warp zone, so according to the navigator, these are the ancient relics.
Now watch out, you might see Aki down there finding spirits. Probably on my own with this one, but when you first saw this character design, did you think it was one of those nasty ninja crows from Samurai Pizza Cats? The only instance in Sonic history where Sonic has basically done this, and it's fucking glorious. The only time Sega tried being a bit edgy with Sonic was, you know, where's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald? Ugh. I've always liked this shot. It's really creepy. The rain and the shadowy and the fog looks really good.
Less is more.
Ah, you can't break through this polymer alloy, then what do you call that? God damn it, movie. Here would have been the better reveal of Robotnik and Sarah, because seeing them earlier, it kind of kills the moment, because when you see the ghost of Metal Robotnik, you know what it is. So Here would have been the better reveal of what was going on. Although, to be fair, you kind of knew who it was when you saw the robot crash through the president's house. I used to think the pointless shots of Saturn in the background was like a weird promotion for the Sega Saturn, which I think was released originally the same time as these OVAs.
Yeah.
It's Sonic! But that's impossible!
Aren't you sure it's not really Shadow, Silver, or Mephiles?
Sure.
Or Amy?
You might know everything I'm going to do, but that's not going to help you, since I know everything you're going to do. Strange, isn't it?
There is nothing I can say that hasn't already been said.
Mr. President! Can you hear me?
And the award for biggest ham of this movie goes to Sonic!
Sonic, are you alright?
Here's your prize. So, that was Sonic the Movie, and actually one of the shortest movies we've had so far in this series. Just let the cast roll come out, so I've got all the voice actors, and there we go. Okay. To start off with, this was an OVA released around 96, I believe. So in Japanese, and you watch it as two short little movies, well, episodes, sorry, it's fine. I think the biggest problem this movie has is the melding of the two stories, and the horrible voice acting. I mean, yes, this is a guilty pleasure for me, and I'm trying to be as unbiased as I can, but this really... the dub is really bad. Martin Burke's Sonic, you know, is over the top and incredibly cheesy. Oh, crikey, governor! It's just not what I was always picturing when I think of Sonic talk. I usually think of someone like Julia White, maybe Jason Griffith or Ryan Drummond, or the more recent one, Roger Craig Smith. Leanne Fraser as Tails was easily the most fucking irritating one in the entire cast. Knuckles and Robotnik's voices, Bill Wise and Edwin Neal, were actually really tolerable. And I think, like I said, voice acting is the worst thing about this movie. I mean, yeah, I think it's kind of funny and I play along with it, but anybody else will tell you, yeah, this voice acting sucks. The story in itself, you can tell this was meant to be just too short, because the runtime of this is about below or under an hour. Like, it kind of a big telltale sign. It doesn't really relate that much to the games. I mean, yeah, you see Buzz Bombers and Caterkillers at some point, and maybe the name escapes me, from Launch Base Zone from Sonic 3. But that's about it. That's the only real relation, apart from the spring bouncing and whatnot, but that's it. It feels like it's taken aspects from Sonic 1, Sonic 3, and Sonic CD because of Knuckles and Tails and whatnot. Oh, Tails would be Sonic 2, yeah. It's taken bits and pieces from those games, and it hasn't melded together well. The animation, I actually, contrary to what Emma had to say about it, I thought the animation was pretty good. This really kind of old school, 80-ish, like, hard-edge, detail-y anime design that I really miss these days, apart from the really over bright and colourful style that anime has now. Just a personal preference, I'm just saying. Don't know why Sonic has a female love interest. I mean, it was dumb when they had the idea for Madonna in the very first Sonic game, and it was fucking stupid for Elise in Sonic 06. Overall, I'm gonna say that maybe you'll be better tracking down the original Japanese OVA. Now, I know this is dubbed by ADV Films, and which is really what really pisses me off by this, because ADV Films are really capable of some really good dubs. I mean, you look at their dubs for things like Azumanga Daioh, the Slayers OVAs, and maybe things like Those Who Want Elves are really funny and really good dubs. And the Tekken movie, not the live action, they also did the animated Tekken movie, is really good. Although I recommend those ones especially, because they're really good checking out, and maybe I'll do the Tekken animated movie next year. But overall, only if you're a die-hard Sonic fan, and it's the only way you're going to like this really, if you know anything about Sonic the Hedgehog and whatnot. Is it worth a looking? Maybe just try and find it on YouTube before you buy it off Amazon and play, or whatever your downloading site is. Because I don't think you see these in a lot of DVD stores in this country anymore, but yeah. So, with that in mind, we come to the end of round 7 of Reaction Review UK Video Game Month. And you all know what we're closing with next time. Oh joy. But until that time, I've been Random. take care, and I'll see you all in the near future, and thanks for all your feedback, and I'm sorry. Peace.
Do you think I'm capable of something that underhanded? Me?
Yes!
Oh.